Yeah, I have phone here for Yamama Kwaba. Sankofa Radio Toronto. Your Toronto downtown. Na nkomoni nyina ne se enne dwumadie sonku bi ekoso ha. Oba Canada Toronto no ama downtown dia na nko ama Canada kra anka eye. Kye se enne Canada ban atena ase. Na wahu Ghana for madembo a yebo no ewo Canada ha. Nti a whole square ewo downtown ha. Ye de Ghana din na eto so. Ye de akan din na eto so. Edin ye den Sankofa Square. Enya nwanwa Sankofa Radio Toronto. Yenya Sankofa Square. Ghana phone penifo bebre ewa ha. Me no ka say eye Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs. Eye Mr. James Jechikwesen MP for Asen North owa ha. Sa enso na Deputy Minister for Tourism, Culture and Arts. Eye Abla Jifa Gomashi. MP for Ketu South ono so ewa ha. Yewa ahemfo bebre ewa ha. Atitru ne ani ntiri bebre ewa ha. Enu nti na Sankofa Radio Toronto yade ye cameras no aduru ha no se de da bia ye hye obo no dwumadie ne de enyu mfrim ba bia bekoso wo Canada bonti so bia no ye de bepie amo ahwe nti wo ye video antempa na wa like no wa share na wa subscribe enen so ye wo downtown Toronto ni nyina ne se yade biaye bi ato oman Ghana yankasa ye krom kasa asantidin ewo Toronto ha ye ba be paw eho entoma mpenifo bebre Canada ban mu mpenifo bebre wa ha ye be ye interviews no am wahu omo nti join yen na yenko dwumadie no ase ye da ase ti ahefo wo hwa square ni ha na ya change edin no Afridanda Square ye de ba Sankofa Square na sade mpenifo akire mu no edin bebre ba ye no ye hwe edin Sankofa no ni mudro ye hwe sade esi akire say yensuan free yenchi ye kɔ yanim de na so nimde a ye de free yachi bae no yentimi enya nto ho efi say ye free de yenim na ya de akɔ ye yenim nti say nimde bi wo yachi de a na say yesuan free yachi na ya de akɔ yanim eno na mpanifo hwa ye omagye edin no atomo na omode aba beto saa bia yi ahontoma enene ye pa no say de meka mpanifo bebre titru ne ani ntini abadwumadi as ahemfo ahema members of parliament yekuro impenifo a omudi yanim Ghanaian community just say eye krabehwe aha eye nika papa ye ahofa no so de enye obi na beka kire wo hwe sa de ye mpenifo afa ye ho na hwe mpempena de egu ya ahema no nsa na se de omasi a efe ahomka se abibima wo bibi kire Ghana mai o bibi eka de efe ai se de obi kan ye no we nu na eye asante akade se kutu se bam wo hwa ahomka pa ye ai ya hemfo ne ahema no atenase impenifo amufri Ghana eba ya omba be represent the government of Republic of Ghana omunyina enso ewo ha there were 2 members of parliament in the name of Mr. James Jechikwesen Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs owo ha sa enso na yemame Abla Jifa Gomashi Deputy Minister for Tourism, Culture and Art ono so ewo ha yempenifo mo represent aban no ewo Canada krom ha Toronto because the Ghanaian High Commission almost ewo ha yeah rantia hene wafa no ho fefefe yeah Ghanaian community ahemfo a omo eda ya no omo nyina ewo ha na adam ne mpenifo almost ewo ha omo afọ omo ho ha nti no ohwe afade na efe pa yi ya ka chi ose Sankofa Radio Toronto ye mfra wani ye kwaso bia no ye bema wo hu ha yeah 24 ha oh my baba I have found it here for Saudi America, yeah, there were 2 members of parliament and deputy ministers of Republic of Ghana. Almost in the name of Yamame Abla Jifa Gomashi, Deputy Minister for Culture, Art and Tourism. Sansona ye papa James Jechikwesen, Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs. Also Omuina Aba. Impenifo ewaha. Omo beta dwumadi na echi ama na yefe. Yeah. Sansona ye papa Jodu the Ghanaian community ewa ha ono na oda omo ano ha ne vice deɛ yɛne no adi kan atwetwe nkɔmmɔ nti ɛbere pam no nso yɛne yɛ papa deɛ odu so ɛbɛtwetwe nkɔmmɔ yɛn mpanimfoɔ yi ɔmo di dwumason paa ɛde ma ɔman ghana the community of ghanaians in canada titiri ontario toronto nti yɛbɛda ɔmo ase sɛdeɛ yɛaka no sankofa radio toronto yɛmfrɛ w'ani deɛ ɛkɔ so biara no yɛbɛma woahunu sɛdeɛ yɛka no woahunu baabi ani hɔ a yɛbɛkɔ nso a gyama no anim gyama no so na ɛtwa guo no aha yɛ dɛ yeah, sɛdeɛ w'ani tua no Faudi to Jama etiefo
Emmanuel Kwe.
ya e papa Emmanuel Kwe wada horoma enne ye nyina ya ba behia minim se mpenifo am okrom ha mobɔ mo ho modden bɔ ka ho bi ma ahwefo ne etiefo nti ase adenti na ne ya ba behia ha
Inti ine yewaha for Ghana. You know, we are renaming Dundas Square Sankofa Square. What that means is Sankofa means we have a rich history in our past. Some of them have been left behind. And in this day and age, if you want to press forward, we have AI, we have computers that we are computing in this generation. The knowledge and the wisdom still comes from our ancestors. So we reach back, we reflect, we retrieve, and then bring it to the present to heighten awareness and then focus into the future. So we are bringing back history, we're bringing back stories, we're bringing back ancestral knowledge, you know, to move forward into the future. And that is what Sankofa means, to retrieve, you know, look back whilst we step forward. The feet of the emblem of the bird. When you look at it, you can see that the bird is looking back with an egg in his mouth, and then the feet are pressing forward. So as you press forward, you bring back, you know, all the knowledge and the wealth, you know, to your growth, to your presence, and then you can progress from there. So to me, that's knowledge, that's worth preserving, knowledge to protect, you know, our tradition. This day and age, you know, with all this hacking and everything else going on, it is high time we protect our identity and preserve it, you know, for future generations to come. So that's why we are here today to name Danda Square Sankofa Square.
yo eja wan ma yenkyeremu pa ma enimdeɛ ɛfa senti a edin sankofa kora eba na adeɛ baako ɛha yɛ obi man so nim sɛ sankofa no ɛyɛ yekurom kasa Ghana kasa ɛha yɛ obi man so ɛdeɛ na ɛkɔ mu a aban a ɔwɔ Canada ne titiriw deɛ ɔhwɛ Ontario mansin no so no etimi gyitu mu sɛ yɛmfa ha ɛnto edin a reflect yekurom Ghana.
Into city officials, no, now they wanted to rename this square to represent diversity. If you look into Toronto, Canada, we have the most diverse communities in the world. So the and our leaders and elders and city officials felt it wise, you know, to relate to something that represents Toronto and Canada as a whole in a diverse form. And when you look at, that's why the name Sankofa came to mind, among other names that were presented. You know, so they look at all the meanings and definitions. Sankofa is what really depicts, our ancestors and their rich cultural history that makes us, move forward. Because regardless of what you're doing or where you are right now, no, your identity is paramount. We dress differently, we look differently, we brought these cultures into the current system here and we've improved upon it. So the word Sankofa has come among other words, and because of its rich cultural meaning, it fits. It's the best name to represent this square where we are standing at Yonge and Dundas in Toronto, Canada. It's now Sankofa Square.
Yo, Eja, yada sepa nyankopon
Thank,
shira.
thank you, Nyankupo Shao, and God bless you guys. And I think this is Sankofa Radio as well, Toronto, Canada. They do a wonderful job. They've been doing this from I don't know for decades until even the name came up. So that is also something that tells of the good work you've been doing. So grace to your elbows, and God bless you, and God bless Sankofa Radio.
Yada se Eja.
The callers from Ghana, the callers from Nigeria, for the callers from Angola, anywhere from Africa, we're all here. And now we're going to lead this amazing event. And now to Juliet and Mr. Quay, you guys can now bring the team here to the stage, to Juliet.
Ghana, 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 oh say yeah. Sankofa, Sankofa, oh say yeah.
I want to hear it is loud and clear. Today's historic day. It's not remarkable. Ghana is represented here in Toronto, and we're on the global stage. So can we please hear it one more time? Sankofa Oseye. Sankofa Oseye. Sankofa O. Yeah. Sankofa O. Yeah. All right. At this moment, we want to invite to the stage our Ga Adangbe representative, the one and only King of Toronto, Nikwe Akudife, to the stage, and his entourage. Christian Anyuama, and a beautiful queen, Nelly, and yes, now Nelly Abuatu in the house.
Okay, aboe Jamaica chame. Okay, aboe Jamaica chame. When I shive, nima o nama. Okay, twa no manyaba. Je wo gbe gome, twa no manyaba. Waboro ma wo. Beto ade won te kwa ko wa no mi awo. No fa no ha be e bi ene. Eyewu. Mene wana na shishu ke woni mi shishu da. Ado amekeba. Mene okame badam de makwantamo. No me to ane sifono ni otumo. Okame na she don't ine chamo pa chamo. Woke atake sipon pe bi ane. Atake pe na me to ane atole ya no yakọ. Talk about I can't remember me again. Sankofa will say yeah. Waka Sankofa, oh say yeah. Sankofa, oh yeah. Sankofa, oh say yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Nipe Aku, and your excellent. Tra, tra, tra. No, my egg drum. Habla of there.
Okay, at this juncture, we're going to call the Zumunta community of Toronto to come up and also go and talk about what Sankofa means to the other parts of Ghana, because Ghana we're one, but we have our differences. So the Zumunta community, I invite you to come up, Alaji Zubero, Alaji Dorodine, the Cabinet King, and Zongo Chief, all of you come up and
No, Jama. Assalamu alaikum. To Jama, yau muna sai wuri mai daraja shahararren wuri da ake kira Thunder Square da gwamnati ya sake shi wa Sankofa Square. To wanga ma'anar Sankofa shine a koma baya a dauko abin da ke jiya a kawo shi yau da za ci amfani da shi gobe. Sankofa yana da ma'ana mai yawa kuma Sankofa ya fito cikin abin Ghana a wurin yasunan yaren Akan. Sankofa yau an sake an launch wanga Sankofa yau kuma shi zai dawwama a cikin wanga square mai daraja da mu duka bakake za mu ci amfaninsa. Sankofa say yeah! Sankofa yeah! Sankofa yeah!
mu ada hɔ wɔde akɔyɛkyi wei yɛ asate aka deɛ wohwɛ yɛ nananom ahofa na akɔnɔ paa ɔkrɛ mpempradeɛ no egu ɔmo ho ma nhu sampa asante wɔ bibi ka asante kɔtɔkɔ ya aboa no ɛde ne ho hu ɛwɛn no ho kum apem a apem bɛsan aba na wakyerɛkyerɛ mu ya sɛ kutu sɛ bam nananom so da ɔmo ho denden ɔmo ho ma ne yɛ akɔnɔ ɛfɛ nti sɛdeɛ nana kwakudu a ɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛkyerɛ yɛn no edin Sankofa no n'abɔseɛ baabi a efire amammerɛ ne amanneɛ kwan so ɛkwan yɛ fa so a epie yɛ kasa bebuo ne yɛn ntɔmɛ mu no wakyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛde ama yɛn nti yɛbɛhwɛ na yɛatoa so the most diverse country in the world. Nature say it is not out of place. Say almost BBC aba na square na kanene friend Danda Square. Omo edidi no aba Sankofa Square. Nature say akono pa. Yeah, unya ni baby ya oman Canada mu. Aha na diversity ye chire mu etu ase na ye ma obi a ehunu se de esitie. Ene oma ye ama na ye akono ayefe aye krabehwe. Ohwe afade a nananom ene mpenifo e de aba na afade na nkasa ewo nchiremu emadwumade na ekoso no. Nti ye be ko stage na yakotie de eku a aba no ewo eka e de kire ye.
Okay. So maybe of Sankofa Square Day, I extend gratitude on behalf of the Ghanaian and African community to the leaders of Toronto, the City Council, the Mayor, Councillor Chris Morris, and the Sankofa Board for their efforts in making this event possible. Sankofa stands as more than a brand. It is an emblem of acknowledging past injustices, especially slavery, and forging our path forward. The Sankofa bird is used as a reference to the idea that learning from the past can inform future progress. Toronto is a diverse city with residents from many backgrounds, and the significance of Sankofa is relevant to all people present today. The colors displayed at Sankofa capture our shared belief that despite our varied backgrounds and perspectives, we can come together, draw lessons from history, and advance in unity. We hold deep respect for our city and country and are inspired by their potential. Today is a chance to reaffirm our focus on inclusion and shared goals. We formally request that the City of Toronto declare August 23rd as Sankofa Day, recognizing it as an occasion for commemoration, reflection, healing, and collective purpose. Sankofa fosters empathy and understanding and enables the effective addressing of racism, prejudice, and intolerance. The name Sankofa emphasizes the city's cosmopolitan character, indicating its integration into global culture. Thank you. I'm honored at this point to introduce the only one, Deputy Foreign Minister of Ghana. This man has been a diaspora. He's been in this country for 40 years, and now he's a minister. We invite him to the stage to also give us some remarks. We invite our Deputy Minister. Question is on his way. He's the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs from Ghana.
Yo, said Emmanuel Diodu, the president of the Ghanaian Association, Toronto, Canada. What church and Ninsemu Ewina Onam sa Akwanya no so ato sa afre the honorable minister, deputy minister for foreign affairs. Ura James Jache Kwesen, member of parliament for Asen North. Also ede nanu disem ebe abetudwa enkra efri omai Ghana. The president of the republic. Edema Ghana ma a Canada ene Canada abino.
Thank you. Medical chair Obia or Hananano Michiobia. I see all the colors, the beautiful colors. I'm feeling so refreshing because, as you all know, this is my second home. I could just say that and stop even making an address because it's like Sankofa. I've come back and I've taken it. So I'll read a short statement from the President of our Republic and also the people of Ghana. Let's allow this ambulance sound to pass and then I'll start my speech. Your Worship, Mayor Olivia Chow, distinguished elders and dignitaries, members of the African Canadian community, members of the wider Canadian family, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, I bring you warm greetings on this historic occasion, the inaugural Sankofa Day ceremony. Today we stand in Sankofa Square, a name that calls us to remember, to reclaim, and to rise. We're not only reclaiming it, we're rising up to it. In the Akan language of Ghana, Sankofa means go back and fetch it. It reminds us that we cannot move forward without first understanding where we have come from. It is an invitation to confront history honestly, to heal its wounds, and to walk together into a future of dignity and hope. This is personal for me. I lived in Canada for 42 years, serving the city of Toronto for nearly 3 decades, before returning to my homeland, Ghana. To return here today as a representative of that homeland is a living proof of Sankofa. It's not just a proverb, it is a path. We return to retrieve and we give back. We return to honor our ancestors, those who were displaced, those who endured, those dreams fuel our journey still. We return to acknowledge the breach that slavery and colonialism created not only for Africans, but for humanity itself. And we return to renew a covenant of reconciliation across oceans and generations.
Let the square become more than a name. Let it be a living space of dialogue, cultural exchange, education, and empowerment. Let it be a gathering place where histories are told truthfully, where the art. On behalf of Ghana, I wish to thank the city before I go there, and three Pan-Africanists, W.E.B. Du Bois, George Padmore, and Kwame Nkrumah himself. They are waiting for their children from all corners of the world, and their grandchildren too, to Accra, in Ghana, where they are all buried. This is a call to duty, a call to unite, a call for the gathering of African people. On behalf of Ghana, I wish to thank the City of Toronto, the Advisory Committee, and the Black and Indigenous leaders whose vision and persistence made this possible. You have written a new chapter in the story of global solidarity and African heritage. You have, in the spirit of, I quote, "I am not an African because I was born in Africa. I am an African because Africa was born in me." Unquote. We are called, Square stand forever as a monument of truth, a sanctuary of heritage, and a beacon of hope from Africans everywhere. And you're African not because you're black, you're African because it's in your spirit, it's in your soul, it's in who you are. I want to thank you most sincerely for this opportunity to be with you, and may God bless Ghana and Canada. Ayiko Akpanami.
I have fun at here for penny for omo krom ha omo na omo hweye ema dwumadie call so city officials no back on yensa aka no. We have one of the city officials here. Please, your name?
Simon.
Okay, so Simon is here, is a city official. Simon, please, this is a local radio for the Ghanaian community and then the African diaspora. We want to first understand what informed the change of this square from Dundas Square to Sankofa Square. What informed the decision?
It came through public consultation with the renaming with City Council, and we're very proud to call this place, formerly Young Dundas Square, and officially open it today as Sankofa Square on the occasion of Sankofa Day, which is part of the UNESCO Heritage Day of recognizing the abolition of slavery and the African slave trade.
Oh, sounds good. But we saw you playing a very crucial role at today's event. Your general overview, how did you see the whole thing? The ministers from Ghana, the chiefs and the queens and the kings around the African diaspora community, how did you see the whole program?
I think we've worked together with our community partners, the City of Toronto, obviously, in our role to really bring the community together for this momentous inaugural day for Sankofa Square. And we have wonderful programming. It's all free and accessible. We actually even have the street closed on Yonge from Shooter to Dundas here to really celebrate this momentous occasion. And we have programming from earlier you saw the Caribbean Film Festival. We've got a melanin market for Black African local-based vendors. We have music, we have food. So we welcome everybody to kind of come down and celebrate and be immersed in Ghana culture.
Thank you very much, Simon.
Thank you.
Thank you for the good job.
Okay. You good? All right.
And we're saying that come and let's share our food, our fashion, our music, our dance, our arts, and crafts, the whole value chain of the cultural and tourism spectrum. As I said in my speech, we have three giants of that's our Zobo chief here. And so if you don't have that experience, where else you go by Ghana? And again, it is restored the 21st of September and the first day of our first. And so we are having a journey, like a pilgrimage. I'm a pilgrimage to Rome. The Muslims said that, but Africans and Black people and Pan-Africans, we must have that pilgrimage to Rome to go and have that immersion of what the birth of our first president was. And in doing that, we are restoring what it was. In that same space, we are asking that why do people come to Ghana? Why do they come to Ghana? They are not coming because they want to learn how to live in Ghana. They want to learn about what sets us apart from but indeed, when you look at Ghana, what makes us strong is really about well, we talk about ourselves. Now the world is talking about it. So the more we talk about what we like, that's what we share with the world. And that's why we want to come to the source of the So yes, I came because Sankofa Square, I know that it's bigger than the word only for Accra, but it's also a reconnection. The blacks are experiencing in other words here in
my dad was no longer with us. His brothers and sisters were too. Only the monster sinkers the generation left, wishing you knew them, wishing you'd ask me. I scoured my memory for anything.
There are no beaches, my cousin said, after their childhood holiday to Georgetown. There's nothing on the telly and chickens run around everywhere. No beaches, no telly, just chickens. I was a London girl. Guyana was not a place for me, I decided. I scoured my memory for anything he told me as fragments slowly floated back. He said there were jungles full of wild animals and lizards that he and his friends liked to play catch with. And when they weren't in the jungle, they played cricket with the blind banks of the river. I scoured my memory for anything he told me as fantastical images flooded my mind. He said the rivers are as wide as the sea, and that people spoke of waterfalls as tall as skyscrapers hidden deep in the jungle. I scoured my memory for anything he told me as pride suddenly fills my heart. He said his dad was a singer. What singer? I'd asked, my teenage interest suddenly peaked. No, he laughed. He sang in the choir at church. Boring, I thought, and went back to watching telly. Later, decades later, and not long before we lost her too, his little sister told me that their dad, my granddad, was the lead singer of the choir in the largest modern church in the world. Wow, was he famous? I asked. She smiled and said, it was an important church, but I didn't see him much because he also repaired boilers. I scoured my memory for anything he told me, but nothing else came. So, finally, I decided to head there, to Guyana, to his home. Guyana, the home of my heritage, part of the Caribbean but not in the Caribbean. No sandy white beaches, but instead a sea wall to keep the rising Atlantic out, and rivers and canals and trees, lots and lots of beautiful trees. Here and there, the remnants of the triangular and indentured trade show themselves, where sugarcane pushes its way up through the rich soil. The dark history of Guyana is never far away. I scoured my memory and searched with my eyes for anything he told me. I walked down a wide street, searching for the address on my dad's birth certificate. Then, as my heart beats loudly in my chest, I see it. A little wooden house, still standing, still home to a family, still trying to get by, the same as it ever was. And at the end of that wide street is the wooden church, standing tall and proud. The church where my granddad sang and my dad prayed. I'm allowed inside and walk around, imagining my dad and his brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews, fidgeting on the pews while my grandfather's rich voice rings around the church. The next day, as the sun rises, I head out of the city onto one of those rivers you spoke about. Rivers as wide as the sea. The Essequibo River, majestic and wide, littered with islands and fringed with mangroves and turtles of deep rainforest filled with wild animals and lizards. Lizards happy that my dad had exposed the lot of them against me. I see the river's banks wide and flat. I smile to myself as they look happy again with confidence. The ruins of colonialist forts litter the islands that sit in the river. Now these islands are home to the families of fishermen and people who are selling refreshing coconuts, beautiful plants from which you can take home. From somewhere, the familiar sounds of country music drifts along in the hot air. It immediately takes me back to Sunday mornings as a child, when Dad would play his Charlie Pride records on repeat. It's a Guyanese thing, he'd say, while me and my siblings rolled our eyes. Back on the water, brightly coloured boats sit along the river's edge, some waiting to be laden with people going from A to B, for there are no bridges over the Essequibo River. We come ashore for a walk into the rainforest. Even under its dark green, luscious canopy, sweat pours down my face. The indigenous guardian of this island tells us to check for anacondas, so it's safe for us to go into the water to cool off. I creep into the river, the mud sucks at my toes. The water is brown from the mud and minerals that coat its bed, but it's clean and warm and refreshing, and something about it feels like home. I scoured my imagination for things he hadn't told me. While I sit in the water, I imagine my dad and his friends splashing in the Demerara River. Did he feed the manatees in the botanical gardens and buy sweet sorrel drinks from the street vendors? I'll never know for sure, but I remember the start times for myself he did. I searched for the one thing he'd never seen. Finally, I make my way over the dense rainforest in a tiny plane to Poetry Falls. The falls as tall as a skyscraper, hidden deep in the jungle that my dad heard rumours of but never visited. It is tall and wide, and I walk nervously to the edge for a better view. Drought means Kaitra is only 60% full, but still, the sight and thunderous sound of the water crashing down takes my breath away. As I find myself in this place, this breathtaking place, this magical place, I imagine my dad smiling, patting his brothers and sisters on their backs. Look, he'd say, you see, my girl did it. She finally.
Can you use my camera? Yeah, Miss
Yeah, once again, welcome to Sankofa Radio Toronto. Yeah, we've met some beautiful ladies here at this important event. May I know your names, please?
Nicole Moyo.
Okay, and you?
Cynthia Oboa.
Okay, Cynthia Obo. Sounds like a typical Ghanaian name. Yeah, good, 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 good. Please, can you share with us what your views are with respect to the renaming of Dundas Square to Sankofa Square?
I think it's good. I think change is inevitable. I think the meaning of Sankofa is what makes it so beautiful. That we're looking at the past, but we're progressing forward. So the name change is beautiful, and I think it's something we'll all embrace in the future.
Yeah. So, Madam Obo, what do you make of the name?
It makes me very proud. Of course, as my name, I have a Ghanaian background. My parents were born in Ghana, but I was born here. And having such a important location in the biggest city in Canada, carry the lineage that I come from, just makes me feel so welcomed, and really is a testament to how Africans have made a mark in the spaces that they exist outside of Africa. So it makes me very proud.
Sounds good. But considering how the place has been designed, the beauty nature of the place, I was like, wow. How did it go?
Well, I was fortunate enough to make this installation for the space, and it was an important design process. I really had to think about what was going to be monumental for this occasion, something that was big, something that was reflective, something that was colorful, something that was African. And the name Kora is about sounds, African sounds moving through a space, and that's why you kind of see the stream that we're moving through.
Wow. Lovely.
That yes, everybody should be able to see their reflection through the change of this name, but it's still very Toronto, and it's everybody's space.
Okay, okay. If you don't mind, I can invite you to one of our events so that you look at what is happening and then you tell us what kind of design will be suitable for it.
Anytime.
Okay, okay. Madam Obo, yeah, you guys are doing a wonderful job. The place look extremely beautiful.
Thank you. I don't have a direct impact on this event, but of course, here to support my friend and everybody who feels moved by this name change and to celebrate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Very nice.
Orekodo dwumadie no ana yegusuo no ewo ha ewo Sankofa Square sesi ade din naba nti Sankofa Square yenu abema ye o minchen Sankofa Radio Toronto ba bia beko bia na yeta hu no oka agofam a omo ba omo ebojama no ma utunu se sunsum no awura wumu mora na ba na da bia ene yensa aka no ha ka kum ya gine kokua no mu ohene mpa cho di de say
o ye from ni Osabu.
Ni Osabu so wa ni muti din na no say jama no ba bia free ba no na free ba wadawroma yeta hu mu odwumadi ahodo ene mo pade no mo say Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs say wotena Minister for Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts ono so tena obi ehim no ho ahemfo ni nyina me ba cho na talent ne free
Anyway, me ankasa no papa yenyum tuni me bra me sister munna too. So like I was born into music, and some of these things you see me play, especially with the percussion and the singing and the guitaring, they are all self-taught. Obi anche me and I'm what I say. So anytime I get the opportunity to express my talent through playing the music, playing the guitar, singing, or anything, I do it with passion, because it comes from within. It's something that I do willingly. It flows, you understand? So anytime I get the opportunity to play, I just give out my 100%.
Understand now. I feel the Matthias say, yeah, it's the blood. Moja no nti yenu abeme odi agroma na ya homka. But and then so as usual, na mo wo Ottoman best. Just say my performance was on top. Just like there be a humo no. Dwumadi ni nyina wadahoroma and mu hu ne saying.
Oh, it's a very historical moment as far as the country Ghana is concerned, because Sankofa is one of our Edinkra symbols, and which tells us it's not a taboo to go back to pick whatever you've left. You can go back to pick something that you've left, and that's going to influence your decision in the future. So I think it's a good thing to have Sankofa right here in the heart of Toronto, and also to the world, showcase to the world, not only in Ghana. It's a big thing, it's a big achievement for the country Ghana and the city of Toronto. And that should also tell us the connection Ghana has with Canada. It's a big thing, a very historical moment, and I'm very glad to be part of this event. Yeah. And Sankofa Radio too, you're also here supporting this event, and it's been so amazing.
Yeah, yes, we any Japan Sankofa Radio Toronto say when ye atwetwe nkomo mudwumadi a mudima the Ghanaian community ni events ahodo yina so no we really appreciate Nyankopon shira ni
we correction is we don't only perform for the Ghanaian communities. Me for instance, I joined the Jama group today. I do solo performances. I have my own band. You're performing across the city. Even in Canada, we go to Welland, we go to Montreal, we travel all around. So it's not only the Ghanaian community, but anytime I get an invitation to play for the Ghanaian community, I feel like I'm coming back home and I'm going to perform for my own people. And I do it like how I do it outside. So it's not only the Ghanaian community, we go out there and do our best, we give out our best, and we also promote the name of Ghana, because anytime I perform and people come to me like, where are you coming from? And I tell them I'm from Ghana, and they love Ghana, I have to tell them. Once again, my name is Neo Sabu. You can also check me out on all the social media platforms, my Instagram, my YouTube, Facebook, Neo Sabu. When you need me for any of your events, you can just write me. It's a public account, and I'll get back to you. Thanks so much, Sankofa, for doing this interview, and thanks so much for the one behind the camera. He's been seeing me a lot. Yeah. And I think we go to the same church.
Okay. Yeah, ni ya da se fa nti said o kai no wa wo hia no wo dwumadi bia ase bia no ema wonan entwetwe se obebo modern ana wafre no ya da se ahwefo na etiefo yeah said city authorities no na yenuanom Ghana from penifo a omo the high commission na Ghanaian community leaders no hihye program no we nyoma ye display na ohwe brochure omo de ba program na se a omo aye no to say the newly made Ghanaian passport or the African look-alike passport no very fantastic. Dwumadie no ho ɛyi na ɛwɔ mu but wohwɛ a wobɛka sɛ ɛyɛ passport yi a yɛyi ya ɛna ɔmo de yɛ. The idea is very great, the concept is very good. Mpanyinfoɔ abɔ ɔmo ho mmɔden sɛdeɛ wohu ne ɔmo no bi ɛwɔ ha no. Mpempena deɛ a yɛde ɛto yɛn nsa Sankofa ɛdeɛ fɛfɛɛfɛ. Yɛwɔ nsa kawaii bi ɛwɔ ha, nkomadeɛ Jinyame symbol, Adinkra symbols ne deɛ ne nyinaa feature, and paramount among them is Sankofa symbol no. Na ɛna mpanyinfoɔ ama a lot of education. Obi ɔba ha bi a satisfied. Ɔma a lot of education about the reason and the rationale behind edina ɔmo select yɛn. Yɛn nua baako ɛwɔ ha a menim sɛ we play instrumental role ɛwɔ n'edwumadie mu. Opening patch wodin.
Me yɛn patch me din di Kofi. Na unse Kofi na Friday born. Enra na me dey pa.
Nti na energy na ba no.
Energy na ba wa pa. Me din di Kofi Atakakra Kosi. Nyame ncha de me deputy director corporate affairs e Ghana Tourism Authority. Na enne no ye wa ha na che say enne afahye no historical landmark ye a esi wa ha yi. Enu nti na ye wa ha yi. Na ye chief executive, me chia ye chief executive, Mrs. Mamie Wajeto, CEO of the Ghana Tourism Authority, and also your Honorable Minister for Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, Honorable Ablaji Fagomashi, and then also your Honorable Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs, Honorable Jaji Question, Yeniomo, and a buy.
That's good. That's good. And Torajo Mufri Ghana by said the Edikadi Atumano, Bakono, Director of Ghana Tourism Authority. Now, Wadaruma, from Enra number 3, right?
Yebedu, unim, Yaminta yeba Chrome Wednesday. Yes, yeba Chrome Wednesday. The entire yeba in terms of you're experiencing the culture and heritage of the Canadian people. The real, nothing the day at Wasso. It don't try your kids in tourism. Kids in tourism in Penny Falls, kids in tourism, no woman do media, woman in the set. Woman Grano so at say, your money. It's one buy and your money, na stage no so no anche one more ebedu jumediabi a jumedieno one more be a sabibre and sab asa one more sa no mu na ye bot ne ma one na one mu cheche ya mamre mu no mu chire Sankofa ne mu enti minia ye wo ha ye wo jumedie bebre eye e wo ha minia me da se nyame chirabo
Wadaruma oba ye no ye bɔ ne tofa dwumadie no hwɛ sɛ de mu beduru okuada na mo afa kuromu an mo hwɛ sɛ de sitie mo expectation mo ba ye no dwumadie no okeka trimopɔ ne adwene a ɛwɔ ye mampani trimu ne mpanimfo na mo de ba ye na sempa na wo bɔ ne tofa uhu dwumadie ne nyina
minia me da se one thing na me kan say Mamin Damasi says Sankofa Radio, Moangasa and a mo interview ye. Now and then Sankofa Square from Young Danda Square. You see, and then Sankofa Square. Young Danda so the minia. Now okay a brand here or no on slavery no, you be die no. Now and then no, you need dear free on here the Ghana di Sankofa at all. Mamin Boma Basso Sankofa Radio. Minia, and because of that say okay and then no. 23rd August, no, a International Day for the Abolishment of the Slave Trade Movement. Now, and then a very significant. Yeah, changing, yeah, renaming Young Donda Square. At the Aquako, yeah, Sankofa Square. Not just a very significant. At the my young Gama for Yaba, and a one more Kroma. Musha, your Honorable Minister can send in some power, and then also your Deputy Minister, Foreign Affairs, and also can send far. Now, and Nano, Yamia say. Say and nano Ghana ya fire yentuma pa efra na historically no and nano a big day in the history of Ghana. And yes, I mean Osha your man penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne addition who your friend of Black Star Experience and then the government flagship program. Black Star Experience, no, I tell you was 7 pillars. Now, last pillar, no, a heritage, no, and only Sankofa, and then they say, Yakofa Yenchi, Yakoyechi, near the Eboye. You bet me, yeah, moving forward into the future, and no any Sankofa. Naminia, who beside and yeah, you bet me also promotion and marketing of Ghana, and nothing as Sankofa also about the state. Now, you're taking advantage at the Ayade. I'm promoting Ghana, I'm marketing Ghana out there. Yeah, you know, na what I'm at for Abba, Canada, now Canadians and tourists, foreigners, so I go Ghana. Wamuko Ghana and is Wamuko Ghana keke. Wamuko Ghana. Omako your various tourist sites and attractions. Wamuko investing into the local economy. Not Ghana so ade anya edimpa. Yenye dimparo na also local economy no so e grow. Na your friend be cross cultural exchange. And no and a yenso yabaha. Ye de ya manwe and ya money abaha. Now ya him for now. Womo eba jumedie yo ya fra de kenke menya kenke no so na nye kenke keto a menya ye kente pa na ye sa ni nyina no na ye say ya mamre na ya mane anti na Ghana Tourism Authority eba krom ha na ye sa ni nyina na de aseda kese e ma ye chief executive Mrs. Mamie for Wajeto and the support for this project na the support no so no also no my emfa abasubode e market and tourism Omusio na nekia ene na powerful Millicent Munyina Madam Yvonne Omunyina Jumedia womodi enano Jumedia ebeko in the history of Ghana na yesi Sankofa yenchi medase menua
yadase pa Kofi energy ne de yene joho yadase
yo from Sankofa Square Sankofa Radio Toronto and then you said you almost said you made no call and been Ghana ever. You catch on Sankofa Radio Toronto, but yeah, maybe it's your airport. You know that young flower is was who you video now. But when you share, like, subscribe, and drop your house. If we are, you trust me, our Muslim,